I should write that down and then I'll remember. Yeah. Screen share here. Okay. And just to check, is there any red folder news? I highly doubt it. Nothing Sunday, nothing, no. Okay. So let's get into the broker account here. And okay, so I'm just signing into my account because I'm gonna, if a trade presents itself, I'm gonna take a trade. So we have come down here. So we were up there. So I created a level before 8 p.m. And normally a move happens around 8 p.m. there. So we're just coming back up. So this is definitely a level right here. So I'm going to put that there. And this could be a liquidity sweep. So let's go to the 15-minute. This is gold, by the way. And it's hilarious. We're just going sideways. So we definitely have some kind of trend coming down here. We've got all this above. Yeah. And then the NASDAQ, from what I understand, looks the same as gold. Let's look at the, yeah, that's on the 15-minute. Yeah. Oh. So I got to pick which one to trade. I guess we can set them both up, and then if we get a trade, we get a trade from either one, right? So I'm going to do this. So this is the NASDAQ. I'm just getting set up here. And this is the 15-minute chart. So it's probably like that. I'm going to drop back down to the 1 minute on that guy and just look at it. Yeah. So I wish we had started a little bit early at 7. If we had to start at 7, then we could have had this trade here. And then the same with gold too. That's why these Tokyo sessions are a little bit difficult because you don't get too many trades out of them. Okay, so we're bouncing off the VWAP here. So we have to make a decision if we want to trade short or not. I'm in a live webinar. What's up?
I'll be back.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to say I'm going to take a short in gold. And I was going to post them in the group, guys, but I think I'm not going to have enough time to be posting the trades in the group and then also doing the live and everything here. I thought about it. I was like, I don't think I should do that because I don't want to be posting and then miss the exit point. Okay, so yeah, I think that we could take a short here. There. So I'm going to look at that. I'm going to go, so I'll go 3. This is gold. So I'm going to go 3 lots in gold there. And I'm going to go short sell. Okay. So I've got a short sell in gold right now from here. We'll see what happens. And yeah. So get off that. I got to set up my chart over here as well. Okay, so that's working out. It's in profits. We'll see here. Oh, 66 bucks. Okay, this is going to be a quick trade here. All right, so let's see. That could have been it right there. Let me just see. Okay, so we've got that. This guy here. Shit. I think this was our sell, was this candle. When I said 66 bucks was our sell. But there's no fair value gap there. There's all these up here. So we got to get out of this trade when it goes back in profits. Sorry, guys. It's just too quick there. Because we basically got on and then boom, right away I saw a trade. You see the fair value gap here? That's what it just filled. So I think it's going to come back up here. I missed the sell on that. I don't think there's only like two people watching, so I don't. Maybe you guys didn't take that trade, but we should have sold here. It was just too quick. Um, yeah, like you see the fair value gap, right there. Like that's what it came down. It just filled. So when I said, "Oh, now it's back at around the entry," but anyways, when I said, oh, $66, that's where we should have sold. So I'm gonna get out of here because I think we're gonna go back up to the VWAP, and if we go back up here, then we could go back up there to this green line because there's fair value gaps all the way through here, and I don't want to be trading. Let's see the trend here on the 15-minute. Yeah, so it's neutral, so it's like, not a good time to trade. Like if we find a setup, it's all good though. Like we just did. We found that quick little trade there, but I didn't get out on time. Okay, so a lot of sideways, and I'm going to tell you guys when I'm going to get out. So there, I got out at break even. Okay. So when that came down, went back down to my entry point, and I just got out. Actually, I think I made it like a little, yeah, a little bit there, a couple bucks. Anyways, yeah, sorry guys, that was just way too quick. So there's no trade here right now. We're just going sideways. This guy, I got to put my VWAP on. We're above the VWAP. And ba-ba-da-ba-da. Um, okay, so it's probably going for something here. Let's just look at that. So we got a fair value gap all the way up to there. So I'm going to put a line on that right there. And that's this. Yeah, okay. So NASDAQ, we're probably going to get a long position. So I'd want to wait for a body open above that. Oh, and there now it's going back down to where we wanted to get out actually on the gold trade. Yeah. Okay. So, I guess I'll mark this session down as well for like our trades, but I don't think like normally when I trade Tokyo session, I'll get like 2 trades out of it for the for like looking at the charts for like 30 minutes or whatever. So I don't know what kind of trading we're gonna get today. But yeah, you can see here, guys, it's just a wedge pattern there. So it's telling us pretty much not to trade. This guy's looking like he's getting rejected from here, but I think we're gonna get long from that. So I'll have to wait for that. And then this is supposed to be a Q&A session. Oh, we got 10 people on here. Oh, that's great. Okay, that's good. I wasn't sure how many people were gonna show up, but we've got 9 people on there. That's good because I'm the 10th person. So I'll leave the chat box over here so you guys can see it. And then if I see a question pop up, I'll answer it. How can I do this? I guess I'll go like that so it doesn't disappear. Yeah, there you go. Looks okay. I think you guys can see the chat box, right? On my screen. Okay, so not really sure if I trust this to go short here because I think we're going to go up to this line there because of that fair value gap. Anyways, for the people that came on, that just came on in like the last 5 minutes or whatever, basically, I started the live at about 8 o'clock. I think it was like 7:59 or something like that when I started the recording. Pretty much as soon as I looked at the chart, we had a trade in gold, and I didn't get out of it on time because I pretty much didn't have enough time to find the fair value gap. It was in 66 bucks of profit on 3 lots in gold, which is not that bad. But yeah, it went back up and then started going sideways on us. So we got out. I don't know, maybe some people got out and got 66 bucks or whatever, but I don't think anybody took the trade because pretty much as soon as I got on, it was like, oh, there's our trade, our first trade there. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure we're going to find two more trades here. And then I'm going to leave you guys with the range that you can trade uh, after we're done live because I just want to do this live for like 30 minutes and we'll see if people ask questions because I had a guy message me and say, oh, Drew, can you do like a Q&A type thing? Uh, which is a good idea. So we'll test it out, but this won't be the official test for it. We'll do it next week because today's Father's Day, guys. I totally forgot about it. Um, there. Anyways, so today's Father's Day was kind of weird for me because we had people over, and then well, it was basically my wife's friend, and then her son was over, who's like a year, I'd say 2 years younger than my son. And the dog, our dog Lulu, licked him on the face, and he like broke out like a hive or something on his face. So she had to like take him away. So our Father's Day was pretty weird. Like she had to take him like to get like I don't know some medication or something. So he was allergic to the dog saliva or something. It was really really strange. Yeah, so that was pretty kind of weird for us. And yeah, so we're sitting there. We got this like cake and everything. And it's just the three of us. It was pretty funny. Okay, so this guy here going sideways a little bit on us, and I'm thinking, oh, happy Father's Day. Adam says happy Father's Day there in the chat. I think I'm gonna for the lives, guys. I'll leave like this chat box here um, for when we actually do the lives, the VIP lives, because I like that, and then I can see the questions because I know not everyone wants to come on and like show your face and talk and stuff like that, like I'm doing here. Okay, so this is good. We need some movement in here so we can actually see some trade setups. So we'll look where this guy's going. Yeah, so it's the same as the NASDAQ. Like we've got fair value gap up here. Gold's got fair value gaps all the way up to there. The NASDAQ is at a point, the VWAP, and there's a bunch of fair value gaps down here. So if we get a body open below the VWAP, we can take a short in the NASDAQ. So that'd be my next trade is a short in the NASDAQ, and definitely we'll have enough more time here to get this guy set up. But yeah, you see all these fair value gaps through here. And then we know this is really, really strong support. Is that line there. Okay, so I'm gonna, and this guy's moving up to the fair value gap up here. So we'll put a line up there and we'll just see what happens at that point. So it's around there somewhere. Okay, so it's pretty much touched it. We want to see if a body opens below this VWAP. If it does, likely it's going to go for down here. If it goes sideways here, it'll probably go back up. I wouldn't recommend taking a long here though, because it might not go up to this fair value gap like gold's doing right now. So I'd rather see it go down and we get a short from here to here because this is, as I just showed you guys, like that's really nice right there. All those imbalances in the market, they'll want to get filled. And if you want to, you can do a very, very high risk and just do sell right now. The odds are it's going to come down, but I'm going to wait for a body to open, the Hintakiyashi candle, body to open below these wicks and below that VWAP there on NASDAQ. So I'm going to get my NASDAQ chart on here, MNQ, and I've got that guy. So on the MNQ chart, like this is the NAS100 chart, which I like to chart on. On the MNQ chart, the VWAP is like way the heck up here on the 1 minute chart. So you can see, it's respecting this chart over the micro contract chart. So this guy here has hit our target. So now we can see maybe we'll get a short position here. Okay, we know that this is very strong support. So I'm going to change the color of this to red, and I'll just leave that one there red too. So when this starts to show signs of it coming back down, you could do a high risk short right here. Okay, this would be your target is this line here. There's going to be fair value gaps through here, as you can see. Okay, so down to basically down to the VWAP. If we get a short position, should come to this area here. And this guy isn't giving us our entry. It's trying to go back up. So it could go sideways here. It's going to want to come down here eventually, right? So we just have to wait for that entry. And this guy now has done a double top. So if we get a body open above here, like above, like if I was to put a line across here. So if a body's to open above there, then this trade is off the table. We would stop looking for a short. We'd look for a long position. Okay. Because it means it's like, opening above on the next level above. Actually, I'll leave that line there because it makes it easy. Okay. And we'll make this green and then green for go. How do we get the chart that shows yours? So all this is in the course, the NAS100 chart. So I'll show you over here. Go to classroom. It's in day 3. Okay, you can see MNQ1. That's like these charts right here. These ones, they're what you trade on with the firm. They're micro contracts. These charts here are the full contract charts, which I don't say you should chart on them because then that's me saying, "Oh, go out and buy another monitor," kind of thing. And I don't want to tell you guys to do that, but they're much cleaner to chart on, as you can see. Like it's respecting the VWAP. Like look at this. Okay, so this is the NAS100 chart. This is the same MNQ chart. If I turn the VWAP on, or it is on, sorry, the VWAP's way up here, right? So it's just a cleaner chart. It's the full contract chart. MNQ. Yeah, so just go to day number 3 and then tickers, and you'll see there they are right there. Okay, and gold is not called gold. It's called XAU. So I got to change that. I just wasn't thinking I put gold there. Some of them are called gold if you do the search, but these are the charts that I chart on. Okay, so this guy here is going above. I've watched the course several times. I've gone through it step by step. I'll take a look again. Yeah, like that's why I say, go through the lesson 2 times, write notes down, and even like go through it and then maybe next month go through it again, and you'll pick up on things. You'll be like, "Oh, I missed that." Okay, and then write it down. Like write things down that really stick out to you. I think is good to do. And that's why I made so many lessons in here, but they're all really short. Like this one's 3 minutes long, the video, and then all the text below. So yeah, if all this was one lesson, it might be hard to like take it all in, right? Okay, so yeah, we're getting ranging here, just going sideways. So this is saying don't trade. This guy here, like I think this is a liquidity sweep, guys. I think we will maybe come back down, but yeah, it is. We did get a candle open above the green line. I wouldn't take it. I think that I think we're going to come back down, but we have to wait. If it keeps on going up, like for instance, if this candle here closes up there, like that's the high of it, and it's higher than these 2 wicks, then we can start looking for a long position here. This guy, like we want this to come up here or to open below the VWAP, and then we get a short. If it comes all the way up here, then maybe we get a position like this where we can think about trading long again. Okay. So that's yeah, everything's looking good. It's actually moving pretty good for a Tokyo session. And normally you're going to get like the most amount of volume for Tokyo session will be on that Sunday because all the retail traders are like, oh, it's Sunday and they want to trade again because they didn't trade on Saturday there. But yeah, so it is moving pretty good, which is nice. but we have to wait and see. So you can see this guy here is coming back down. So that might just be a liquidity sweep of this up here. And then it comes back down. Okay, so I'm going to delete this green line. And we might be able to get a short position here. We'll have to wait and see. Let's look at the 15-minute. What's it look like? Ugh. Hmm. Okay, so if it starts to show signs of, yeah, so it is. It's showing signs of that you could trade short, but this is kind of high risk. I'm going to do it just because, it's giving me a trade. So I'm going to put in a sell. Okay. And okay, so I got in a sell position here in the gold. This area here is my target, but let's look for fair value gaps here quick. So it's in profit, but hardly anything. Our VWAP is having problems. I don't know why it's not on. I've clicked it to come on. So we've got some little junky fair value gaps here. There's a nice one here around this red line. So I would hope to see maybe we get out of this position around this red line would be good, because our first trade here was not like, it went into profit of $66 like with my 3 lots that I went in. But yeah, it happened way too quick and I didn't get out on time. Okay, so this guy here is in a little bit of profit. Like, it's kind of hanging around our entry actually. Right? This guy here is struggling. So maybe we do get a short position from here. I'd really like to get a short from below the VWAP for the NASDAQ. Um, okay, this is freaking painful. It's so slow. That's what it's like trading Tokyo session. So hopefully we just get a nice clean couple candles that come down there, because it's just sitting around our entry point. A lot of times, guys, when I trade Tokyo session, I just get frustrated and I get out at where I came in. Basically, I'm just like, oh my God, this is crazy. And I'll take like $10 of profit and then call it a day, kind of thing, because it just moves way too slow. Yeah, so we're going sideways here. I might make the call of just getting out at where I came in, but it should come down here. Okay, I don't know how much profit this is. Let's just go look. 21 bucks. Okay, I'm just going to take that 21 bucks. Okay, so I took $21. You can stay in it if you want. I just don't have the patience to wait around for that um, there, but it should come down here, guys. So I'm going to mark that as my second trade. So yeah, how much have I made? $33. Okay. So I'm up 33 bucks so far. I guess it's better than nothing, right? Okay. So this is you don't want to see stuff like that. You want to see it just come crashing back down, but this could be just like a grabbing liquidity to move down more. But it's pretty much like, I don't know, it could just go sideways here, guys. I really don't like to stay in trades if I see too many wicks that are like equal. So that's really why I got out of that trade. But you can see it is trending downwards, and we know it wants to come down here. Okay. So let's look at the NASDAQ again. We're never going to look at US30 if we're trading, which I got to clean this chart up. If we're trading Tokyo session, there's not enough liquidity. Like if I was to click buy here, it would buy in up here roughly. Or if I was to click, or no, sorry. Yes, that's right. If I was to click buy here, it might buy up there. If I was to click sell, it might get me in down here because there's not enough liquidity there. So you got to think about that as well. When you're getting out of your trade, it's going to do the same thing. Like for you to actually get into profit, it'll have to be, much below your entry point or above whatever position you're in. So US30 recommendation, I just wouldn't even touch it. Like the NASDAQ in gold have a lot of liquidity always. So they're good ones to trade during the Tokyo session. And let's see if these guys are getting separated. There's my gold. Because I remember when we traded on Friday and it was that holiday, they were getting separated. So yeah, they seem fine there. I don't know if you guys stayed in this trade here, but basically, if you're like a super, I'm not selling, I'm not getting out of the trade, like, it's just going sideways, right? If you get a body open above this, it's like get the hell out of the trade, right? Just get the heck out of it. If you see a body open above that. Okay, I'm gonna look at this guy. Gotta get back on that chart. Okay, so sideways there, so we got no trade here. There. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, go in the chat and then you can ask questions in the chat. And I'm going to start doing that on the VIP lives too. I'll leave the chat open over here so I can see it all the time. And that would be good. So we got two trades, very, very slow. We're going to find the range, which I think it's already, we can already see it. It's pretty much where I have these, but let's drop to the 1 minute. We'll back right out here and we'll find the range for our trade. So we've got this here, and I'm going to say this guy up there. We'll get rid of this black line. So this is what I'm going to leave you guys with because we actually have like 4 more minutes here. This is just 30 minutes, guys, that I'm doing these lives for on Sunday. So if we get a break above here, then boom, you could take a long position, and this is like something you'd want to hold to your targets throughout here, fair value gaps. Okay, so there's definitely a fair value gap right here, which is this the 6 p.m. So this is the opening gap from today, which normally it doesn't go for the opening gap during that session. So we'll go back here. We'll make this black. Okay, this is the NASDAQ, by the way. Okay, so that's a trade right there. If it goes to the downside, this is what we want. We want a short from here. So you can see there's so many targets through here. Like all of these are targets for you to take profit if it gives you a short position. So this is basically the trade that I'm going to put in the group here. I'll just put a line in there so we know. I'm going to put 2 lines in here. So like that. And yeah, that's the trade that I'd be looking for when it's all said and done. Made a little on gold and also got out. What are the tickers for charting and should we use them ourselves? Uh, like you can use them if you have an external monitor. If you don't have an external monitor, I wouldn't bother going and buying one. Like when you go and start doing withdrawals and stuff, then use some of that money to go buy a monitor. The monitor I use, I just got off no, I got it off Amazon for like $300. It's one of the monitors you can move it around and the charts will just like fit the screen kind of thing. So it's not like a fixed kind of monitor there. But yeah, I wouldn't bother using full contract charts to chart on uh, unless you have an external monitor. Because I'm trading on my computer and then I'm showing this screen over here and I'm charting on this screen. Okay, so this guy here, I'm going to post this in group, but when we're done our session in a couple minutes, Let's see if we can find a trade in gold here. So this is definitely the range. It's broken above the range now. I don't think there's a setup in gold because you can see this was a range and that's what we were in, and then it broke out of the range. So we'll drop to the 1 minute chart. We'll see what's going on. We'll just clear all this. This guy looks like it's going to give us the long position, or it could just poke its head up there and then come all the way back down and give us these trades. These are the trades I want to see, is these guys. Okay. So gold is, I don't really see a trade in it. I think gold's going to go up here. So it'll go up likely, but yeah, there's just as much chance it goes up as it comes down, right? You can see all these fair value gaps here, but then it's going to want to go for these. So it's kind of neutral. It's kind of saying like, this is the trade we want. Like this is the best setup here. Either going to give us a long, or it's going to come, you know, back down and give us some shorts right here. So I'm going to put this one in group. I do have 3 monitors, and I want to use what you use on your charts because it looks much cleaner. Yeah, so if you have the monitors, like if you have an external monitor, that's what I'd recommend you do, is you chart on, you know, like what I have over here, NAS100 US30, and then this one is the gold contract, right? So XAU, USD, okay, and you can see I have, there's those 3, and then I have the micro contracts here. So I'm basically charting on these full contracts, and then I actually just trade on the micro contracts, because you can see the VWAP is not in the same spot. There's more liquidity in these markets as well. Okay, so this is coming back down. So that's good because we want these trades here. That's what we want. The question might be, should I short here? I wouldn't. I would wait for a break, right? It's very high risk if you're above the VWAP and you take a short, but I don't know. It's up to you guys. You can do that if you like, because it is having troubles right here at this, right there at the Nasdaq. And yeah, there's no trade in gold. I don't think we should even look at gold anymore. And I got to end this thing pretty soon, 8:32. It feels like I should be going longer though, so that's another thing we'll have to decide. Is should we make these Sunday ones an hour long as well? But the thing is, a lot of people they like to spend time on the weekends with their family, right? Because you're like off and you're not working. Most people. So let's put the Nasdaq over here. So this is how I have mine. This is how I'd have mine set up. Is like this. So I've got, um, if you don't have 2 monitors, this is what you could do, right? If you just have your computer that you're trading on, you could do it like this, where you have your full contract here. You've, set it up. You've got all your lines in there. You've got your targets, all that kind of stuff. And then over here is where you actually have the chart you're trading on. Like, look at how different the VWAP is. Like normally during the New York session, it's not, the VWAP's not going to be that different. But I've noticed during the Tokyo session, it can be totally different, your VWAP, right? With the micro contract. So yeah, we're kind of getting rejected there, and I guess you could take a very high risk short right here. You could take a high risk short. I think it's going to come down, guys. It's going to give us these trades. So imagine a trade from here all the way down to here. That'd be like pretty crazy to do. So that's it for this live. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions, maybe just ask them right now if you want, or you can message me. I'll answer your question. Could you also post the chart tickers, please? When you post the chart, yeah, I'll do that. I'll post. I'll post them there in the group, and I'm going to take a screenshot of this. This will be our trade that I'll put in the group there. This one here. I think this is a nice trade. I think it's good. Okay, so that's it from me. I know it felt really, really quick. Well, it felt quick for me, but I actually went 4 minutes over my 30 minutes that I was thinking, oh, 30 minutes should be fine. And I actually found more trades than I thought, guys. We found, well, including this, we found pretty much 3 or 4 trades because we've got like it could go this way or it could go this way. So, this could be the third trade for us. And then we did two little quick, fast ones there during this live, which didn't really make that much because they, pretty much went sideways on us, but we did make profit on both of them there. And the first one was could have been a lot better. But anyways, that's it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow at 8:30 or yeah, sorry, 9:30 a.m. EST for the VIP live. We're going to get some good trades, guys. I'm going to up my lot size this week. I've been looking at my trades, and they're basically telling me that I've got a good win rate going on over this month, and I need to just up my lot size basically. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. So definitely making more money this next week. Okay, so that's it. See you guys. Bye bye.